The dragon had once ruled the sky of Caraxes Prime. Now it lay curled beneath a half-collapsed hangar dome, wings folded tight, scales dulled by ash and dust. Its massive head rested against scorched metal plating, eyes sealed shut not in sleep, but in permanent darkness. The locals called it Verneth the Ash-Seer. Or rather, they had. Ever since the orbital bombardment shattered the upper atmosphere, Verneth had lost its sight. Shrapnel and radiation had burned through sensory membranes older than most civilizations. The dragon survived, but the sky was gone to it forever. The Dominion marked the creature as non-combat viable, which meant it had been abandoned. Only one person still came to the hangar. Ilya Moren, independent station mechanic. She wasn't a soldier. She wasn't a scientist. She fixed broken loaders, faulty thrusters, and radiation-leaking coolant lines for credits barely worth the effort. But every night, she brought food. And every night, Verneth listened. At first, the dragon had roared. Blinded predators did not trust approaching footsteps. But Ilya spoke calmly, steadily, never raising her voice. "It's just me," she'd say. "I brought scrap meat again. Anne. I fixed your perch. It won't cut your talons now." The dragon learned her scent. Oil. Metal. Warm hands. It learned the sound of her tools and the strange way she hummed while working. Eventually, the roaring stopped. One night, as solar storms raged outside the dome, Ilya noticed something that made her chest tighten. Verneth wasn't just blind. It was afraid. The dragon's head tilted constantly, struggling to triangulate sound. Its wings twitched at every unfamiliar echo. A creature made to dominate airspace was trapped in stillness. Ilya stared at her toolkit. Then at the ruined sensor arrays scavenged from crashed drones. An idea formed. A stupid one. A dangerous one. She worked in secret. Using scavenged Dominion optics, neural interface filaments, and adaptive signal processors normally reserved for warships, Ilya built a visor, curved, armored, and lined with soft synthetic mesh. It wouldn't restore sight. But it could translate space. Sound waves. Electromagnetic fields. Atmospheric pressure shifts. Into patterns. Into something the dragon's brain might understand. When she approached Verneth with it, her hands shook. "This might hurt," she said honestly. "And it might not work." The dragon lowered its head. Consent. She fitted the visor carefully, anchoring it between the ridged horns, connecting the neural filaments to dormant sensory nodes long thought irreparable. Then she powered it on. The hangar trembled. Not from explosions. From a sound like a deep, startled inhale. Verneth reared back, wings flaring, claws scraping metal. Ilya fell backward. "I'm sorry," she shouted. The dragon froze. Its head turned slowly. Not randomly. Precisely. It looked at her. Not with eyes. But with awareness. The visor projected spatial echoes into the dragon's mind: distance, motion, shape. Ilya appeared not as a blur, but as a warm, humming presence outlined by vibration and heat. Verneth lowered its head until its snout hovered inches from her. A low, resonant sound rolled from its chest. Not a roar. A question. "You can see," Ilya whispered. "In your own way." The dragon exhaled. Ash drifted through the air like snow. 4 days, Verneth learned. It paced, stretched its wings, rediscovered the world through echoes and energy flows. The visor adapted, refining signals, healing dormant pathways. Not just compensating, but repairing. Ilya slept beside the hangar door, exhausted but smiling. She didn't notice the long-range scans, the sudden spike in energy signatures, or the alert sent across half the quadrant. On the fifth day, the sky above Caraxes Prime changed. Four massive silhouettes tore through cloud cover, engines burning blue-white. Dominion space cruisers. War class. Weapons hot. Sirens blared across the station. People scattered. Ilya ran outside just as the first cruiser locked its cannons on the hangar dome. A booming voice echoed from the lead ship. Identify yourself, mechanic. Step away from the asset. Asset. Ilya's blood ran cold. They weren't here for her. They were here for Verneth. The dragon sensed them instantly. Through the visor, four colossal shapes descended, surrounded by hostile energy patterns. Old instincts surged. Fear twisted into fury. Verneth spread its wings fully for the first time since the bombardment. The hangar dome collapsed outward. Ilya screamed, "No, don't fight them." Verneth hesitated, turned its head toward her. She stood shaking, but firm. "They'll kill you," she said. "But if you attack, they'll kill everyone." The dragon's wings trembled, then folded. The cruisers descended lower. The Dominion commander's voice hardened. "That creature is a strategic biological weapon. It will be reclaimed." Ilya stepped forward. "You left it to die," she shouted. "You blinded it. You marked it expendable." Silence crackled over comms. Then, unexpectedly, a second voice cut in. Softer. Older. "Run a scan on the visor." Seconds passed. Gasps echoed over open channels. "That's impossible. It's regenerating neural tissue. It's not augmentation, it's healing." The first commander snarled, "Who authorized this technology?" "No one," the second voice replied slowly. "A civilian mechanic built it." The cruisers did not fire. Instead, they repositioned. Lowered weapons. The lead ship's hangar doors opened. A delegation descended. They knelt. In front of a blind dragon who could see again. The Dominion's offer was immediate. Resources. Protection. A full research division. All for the visor. Ilya shook her head. "You don't get to take it," she said. "Or him." Verneth lowered its massive head beside her, visor glowing softly. A declaration. The second commander exhaled. "Then we will not reclaim," he said. "We will escort." And just like that, 4 warships repositioned into defensive formation around the hangar. Not to capture. To protect. Weeks later, Verneth took flight again. Not perfectly, but proudly. The visor guided it through currents and stars, its mind adapting faster than anyone predicted. The Dominion quietly reclassified dragons, not as weapons, but as sentient allies. And the mechanic who had fixed broken engines was offered command of an entire research fleet. She declined. She stayed on Caraxes Prime, fixing things, healing what others abandoned. And whenever 4 cruisers passed overhead, escorting a massive shadow through the sky, people remembered. Sometimes, the most powerful weapon in the galaxy. is a mechanic who refuses to let something stay broken.